welcome back to Pwn TV. Here we are on some Final Fantasy 11, and I'm actually just doing some crafting stuff. I like to get my dailies done while I log in, and so I did most of the stuff that I want to do today already. But the one thing that I wasn't able to do was this set of gear that I want to make, and so I'm kind of working on that. I'm gonna kind of chip away at it. The goal is to basically craft a signed high quality version of an entire level 60 set of equipment, and that way I have a level 60 set of equipment for like level cap content. So right now I basically did my guild points daily quest, which is essentially just crafting some random item and then selling that or trading that item into the guild for like some 20,000 points, and then you have 20,000 points, and then you just kind of stack that up over time. If you don't do that every day, it's real easy to fall behind and not be able to actually really do the content in this game, some of the content that you might want to do as a crafter. I think that's all I need to sell here. I might also be done with fire crystals. Get rid of those. You can actually store these now, but I have so many that I just need the inventory space right now. Okay, so I think that's good. So you see a lot of ingots in my inventory almost always because I'm a smith, but there's also a lot of cloth crafting materials here too. So the goal here is to make an entire set of cloth armor essentially, and I want a high quality name. I want to have a named high quality equivalent of it. So basically I got these Terra crystals. This is what I farm guild points for. Guild points are for the Ashudian shields, or is it pronounced Escuchian shield, however it is. And so like mine's almost done. 95%? Yeah? Okay. I mean, this is a video for another day, but we're getting there. We are making progress on this here Ashudian shield. But for now, I want to do a high-quality silken hat, and I want to do a high-quality silken slops and a high-quality silken pagachis. These are level 53 silk gear, and they have pretty competitive stats, and the goal is to augment them all as well. So like you can see, I have some augments on the level 60 belt and cape, and I also have a couple of rings. Well, by a couple I mean a lot. I'm actually just doing a whole entire different set of phalanx rings. So like every day I'll augment a phalanx ring, and I have 5 phalanx rings so far. I've been farming them. That's why you see the thieves tools in my inventory. I did not do that on camera, but essentially I use the thieves tools to just go crack open the treasure chests in castles while Bailey's, and then I just get the phalanx rings out of that, and then I just go augment them. So essentially what I do is I have a defense 10 ring, and I just put stats on it with the augment. Like that's that's OP. That's OP. So I really want to get some really good augments, and then have some very good level 60 equipment for a diverse plethora of situations. That's a really good idea, I think. I think that the phalanx ring is probably the best ring for level 60 cap content. There are a lot of rings in this game, and a lot of them do different things, but from my experience, having the defense plus 10 is like better, especially on a Tairu, I think, than pretty much any other stat that you could get. I just don't have enough health. That I just want to be as tanky as possible because I lack a lot of health at level 60, for sure. So that's another reason I'm getting the high quality silken set done, because it gives me HP and MP. Okay, so we will go to Windurst for now. I think there's a food effect that I can get as well. That is it's like a synthesis food. I know that it's not talked about all that much, but I remember stumbling upon it one day and like confirming that it was super duper good for crafting, especially high quality stuff. I don't know if I have any in my inventory. I might have to just check. I don't even remember what it's called, so that's a problem. So I guess we'll just let the inventory load first before I go too far from this crystal here. Okay. Kind of loaded? Yeah? Alright, so we're looking for a food effect that has something to do with synthesis. That's the idea. I might have something. I think it's a coconut rusk. Ah, yes. Okay. So this is just to actually succeed with your high quality synth, because a lot of times when you're doing a craft, right? Okay, like you're doing a craft, and you break. Whenever you break, More often than not, especially when your skills are capped, that's because you had a high quality synth that just not that actually failed. So if you have food that actually increases the success rate of those high quality synths, all those breaks that you are seeing, you'll just see high quality synths instead of breaks. Okay, and so that's a really good food effect to have because you will break a lot in this game when you craft, especially if you roll a high quality, which happens more often than people think, and they just break, so they never really know what they were going to get. It was going to be a HQ gear, pretty much. More often than not, that's the case. Okay, so I have the food effect. I have the signed crystals that I need, the HQ crystals. I need to get, I need to be in Adeline with Ionis, okay, for more high quality synthesis success rate. And then I also need to get this guy right here, the guy that's actually working. All these other guys are standing around, but this guy's actually working. He's doing his job, and he's the guy that you want to talk to. The guy that's working his ass off, he's the guy. He's the guy. He's got the supply. Advanced synthesis imagery support. Let's go. 7 minutes or 8 minutes, whatever it is. 7 and some change, I think. 8 minutes. Okay, so we have 8 minutes of this buff. I don't have any other really good buffs except for, like, I suppose really all I have for this particular craft, which I think is a goldsmithing, the one that I want to do. It's either goldsmithing or it's clothcraft. It's both. It's clothcraft and goldsmithing. Some of them are even leathercraft. Even though it's silk gear, it's leathercraft. But whatever, I don't care. So for now, I'm going to just put on what I have, which, since I don't have any clothcraft torque, is just going to be these 2 rings in that case. I don't have any clothcraft guild items equipments for clothcraft +1. I don't have a clothcraft Escudion shield done. I don't have pretty much anything for clothcraft. So it's going to be really hard to get a high quality silken hat. A magi hat is what it's called. It's going to be really hard to do that with my cap being at 70 and the cap for the gear being at 65, and me not having like barely anything else to ramp up my skill. I'm probably not going to get an HQ synth right away. So I'm just going to do as much as I possibly can, I guess, to get to the point where at least I don't break on my craft. But hopefully, who knows, maybe I go 1 for 1 on the high quality. I do believe I have all of the items so far. Pretty sure. Alright, so we need to go get Ionis. Yeah, the way I see it, I've already got some really good level 99 equipment, so I'm just gonna go back and get stuff that I don't have yet, which is like level cap gear, I guess. I don't know. I've done a lot on this game, so it's kind of, if I don't mix it up, I get bored. I haven't really done any item level content in weeks, actually, to be honest. Okay, great. That's not the Ionis guy. This is the Ionis person. Okay, cast Ionis on me. Sounds good. Alright. Alright, so I am quite GIMP. But if I can get this high quality synth, that would be pretty lit. Especially if I can sign it. Alright, so here's what we're going to need to do. I'm going to need to use my Terrace Crystal. And I'm going to need a gold sheet, which I don't have in my inventory, actually. I better go buy those really quick. I think I have silver thread. I think I have velvet cloth and imperial silk. I don't have silver thread either. Okay, so I need a gold sheet stack and I need a silver thread stack. And then I'll be good to go. Hopefully these buffs stay on me long enough to get a couple of synths in. Okay, goldsmithing is for the gold sheet. Silver thread's gonna definitely be clothcraft because it's a thread. Don't care what the material is. If it's a thread, it's clothcraft. Gold sheet. G's are up here. I think I just passed it again. I'm about to give up on this gold sheet. Holy shit. Alright, gold sheet. Here we go. Probably not a whole lot. Okay, that's a whole lot, but okay. I'm not really that worried, as you can see. I would still kind of like to save up so I can do more events for you guys. So spending gil is no bueno. Silver thread. Okay, silver thread. 1 stack. 70k, sure, you got it. I'm sure I can buy this on an NPC for 60k, but I mean, nickels and dimes, right? Okay, so we are ready. So I'm gonna do it right here in front of everyone. Take my pants off. Oh, okay. I guess I have to take my pants off, guys, because my inventory's full. There we go. Pants are gone. I'll get these crystals out of my inventory as well. You know what? I'm just gonna drop those, actually, I think. I don't need those. Pants! What are you doing? Get out of my inventory. Sure. 80 and 80, and I'm basically capped inventory. Great. Maybe I should reactivate my mules so I can free up like literally 50 inventory slots. That would be pretty lit. Okay, now that the pants are off, the fun can begin. I choose my words very carefully here on Pwn TV, don't you know? Okay, so 2 Imperial silk cloth, 1 velvet cloth, 1 silver thread, and 1 gold sheet. Let's go! Oh, the suspense is killing me. Do I get it? 1 for 1? So excited. Boo! Okay, let's do that again. YOLO! Maybe I'll do like 6 of these. And then I'll try a different one. Double check really quick to see if there's any easier HQs. That's not easier. Nope, I think this is the easiest HQ. Well, let's go ahead and keep going then. Let's go. The fact that I have no pants is going to work in my favor. I can feel it. Can't go into my equipment menu yet, but I think that hat's got to go now that I have assigned one. Let's get assigned HQ one. Woo! 1 out of 3. Hooray! I knew I recognized that animation. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now the Magi hat is done. That wasn't so hard, that was 3 crafts. But that is the easiest one. The other 2 are going to scale in difficulty. I might do all 5, but I think I like my hands and my body armor. I mean, the body armor could be better, honestly, and Royal Cloak is really good on Scholar as well, but that takes the head slot, which, too bad, so sad, I just HQ'd a head, so, like, we're going to use not a cloak. So, I'm going to use a body armor, a cloth body armor, pretty much always in level 60 content, but the fact that this has recover HP, it's 100 HP, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, when I did it. It's going to be pretty good, too, and I do believe I can still augment this, even though it's a usable item. I think that doesn't matter, I can still augment it. So, augments, I actually did the quest for Grammary Cape. See? So I have another one. I bought this one. I augmented it. I didn't like the augments. I went to go buy another one. It didn't exist. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do the quest. So I did the quest, and it was hella easy. And then, yeah, you know, like 10 minutes later, not even, I had the Grammary Cape done. It was that easy. I didn't catch the bad guy, unfortunately, but, you know, I think nobody catches the bad guy, because he's a Taru, and he's a good swimmer. If you want to know the story, you should play the quest for Grammary Cape. It's a really good item. I mean, like, in level 60 content, Magic Accuracy +1 is extremely good. The defense on it and the magic defense bonus is also extremely good, so you're good against mages, and you can just enfeeble whatever you want. Like, that's what you can do. So, right now, as it stands, here's basically my level 60 equipment. I guess I'll just pull it out really quick. and show you guys. So I have the phalanx rings in these 2 slots typically, and then the legs are just going to be silken, which I just threw in my Mog Satchel, so I don't have them. But the legs and feet are all part of this Magi set. And like I said, I could go 5 for 5, but honestly, like, look at these gloves. Look at these gloves. And the fact that I can gain 100 HP whenever I want, I don't know if I want to change the body out, necessarily. Maybe. We'll see. But look at these gloves, though. Like, I could augment that way better than Mind +1. Mind +1's not bad, though, for level 60 cap stuff. Like, Mind +1's pretty lit. If I could go Mind +1 and then also some elemental resistance, that would also be really lit. But honestly, like, I have no complaints. This is magical mitts. It's an NM drop, so it's already really good. And since it's an NM drop without a rare tag, you can actually augment it. So I tried, and it let me do it. And I'm like, yes! So you're telling me I can get an NM drop and not actually have it fail to augment because it's a rare item. That's correct. You can do that. Like this belt, okay, Resolute belt, you can augment it because it's not rare. If it's rare, you can't. Like, I can't augment Herald's Gators because it's rare. So anything that has the rare tag, you cannot augment it. Like, the game's just not programmed to accept rare items, probably for good reason, I would think. So anything that is rare augmented exclusive, that's also because it's a special item that was made with a rare tag and an augment exclusive tag. But everything that you can augment manually does not apply if it's rare, basically. But that is a surprising amount of stuff. Like this tempered chain can be augmented. The enlightened chain that I have can also be augmented. This yin yang lorgnette can be augmented. It's enhancing skill and enfeebling skill +1. Also very insane. And I can augment it. Like, that's lit. But what I'm going to augment first in the next slot is this defense +8. So just like the phalanx rings, I feel like the superior level 60 equipment is all high defense, high HP, and then augment that shit. And put stats on it with the augment system. Because, like, you're not going to get better defense and HP in an augment. You're gonna get all that other shit. So to have a really well-rounded set of gear, this is my approach basically. So this earring, elusive earring, it's another. I think it's a BCNM drop, and you can get it with the question mark earring from what is it, Otterg and Whitegate, their quest line that they have for like missions and stuff. You could get it that way, but it's actually a BCNM drop. And because it's not rare, again, you can throw some augments on it. So defense and evasion, and then also other stuff, that seems really lit, right? Enfeebling earring, unfortunately, even though it's always going to stay in this slot, because enfeebling skill +3 is broken, unfortunately it has a rare tag, so I can't actually augment it. What would be really cool is if it didn't have a rare tag, and that was actually not broken. If the game actually said, you know what, we don't need rare tags on these, in an alternate universe, maybe this happened, then I can augment those, and I would have definitely 100% without hesitation be rocking dual enfeebling earrings with augments. Like, that's what I would do, and that would be like all the way up to level 75 gear. That's what I would have, and then after 75 you get better stuff. But yeah, I can at least augment the elusive earring. Cannot augment this dart. This is a really cool dart, by the way. I don't think there's a better piece for the ammo. Let me know in the comments if you think of anything. But I looked, and I think this is the best piece of gear for the slot. Magic Accuracy 1 is really good in level cap content. This MrOvergryph +1, I would like to sign me one, so I guess I'm going to look into woodworking and see if I can craft an HQ one of these. And then once I craft the HQ one and have it signed, then I'll try augmenting it. Hopefully, by augmenting it, I don't lose the name tag. I don't think I would lose the name tag, because I'm pretty sure that's not how this game works. I think I keep the name tag when I augment. But that's the goal. I'm going to eventually get all the gear signed by myself, like everything that I can, anyway. Like, I'm pretty sure I can do all of it, and then I'm going to augment all of it, basically, and then rock it. Some of the stuff that I know that it's really difficult to HQ sign, I've already augmented. Like Terra Staff, I probably could make one of these, but I know it will take a while, and it's not cheap, so I just augmented the one that I bought, and then I'll worry about it later, basically. Look at that, though. That's darkness resistance +14. That's insane. Like, most of them are usually +9. Like this one phalanx ring is a +9 on this one. +8, +9, and +9, and then on this other one, +11 and a +9. So like 9 is the common number pretty much for elemental resistance. If you get higher than that, it's insane. And this is like, wow, like that's much higher than 9. That's 5 more than 9. So that's really good. So hopefully my whole entire gear set eventually kind of looks like that, darkness +14 or something like that. But to be honest, though, even though Darkness Plus is really good, especially in like Ballista, because people try to sleep you, even in BCNM content with the boss trying to sleep you, yeah, it's great to have Darkness Resistance. But if you're playing Scholar, though, you can just do this, and you don't have to worry about it. Like, watch my HP. 487. Okay. Watch it. Are you watching it? Are you watching it? I'm really not sure why it's not ticking down. Maybe because I'm in town. I was going to show you, but basically when you use sublimation, what happens is it takes health from you over time to add MP to your sublimation buff, which you can then use sublimation effect again later, and all the HP that you ticked down when you use the sublimation, you get that back, plus or minus whatever your buffs are at the time. Like if you have sublimation plus gear, then you get more MP back, but typically that's how the sublimation buff works. So since you're ticking HP down the entire time, like there you go. You're not getting slept because you're poisoning yourself essentially with sublimation. So honestly, like if I'm building a Scholar set, I would much rather not have darkness resistance on my augments. It's nice, and it's definitely good for everything other than Scholar, but on Scholar, I don't think I'm going to want to rock high darkness resistance. I think, honestly, I'm going to want to rock some amount of Mind and Intellect Plus, and then also, like, Fire resistance and Light resistance would be pretty nice. I guess. I mean, darkness resistance, I think, also makes me resist the spells as well, though, so that might not be the worst thing to do. I think this guy's out here just leveling up, so that's annoying. I'll move over this direction. I think I can use that buff, right? Why won't it let me? Okay, that's right, because I have to actually augment, or I have to actually do it from the menu here with sublimation. There we go. Okay, so I took the sublimation buff off. Okay, so I'll show you again in like 30 seconds, I guess, because I think since I was in town and it didn't do what it was supposed to do. Hey, these Mandragoras don't have pants either, guys. Wow. I found my brethren. Okay, so sublimation buff taken down. About ready. 487 health. Okay, it just automatically filled it up again. That's weird. I have a store of MP. Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why it's just giving me a full sublimation buff right now. But this game's been really weird lately. Like, for example, when I try to work on my Escudion shield, you might notice that it's 95.10%. Well, up until like 2 weeks ago, it was not always a number like 0.10. It was always just like it could be like 0.11, 0.12, 0.13. It was always whatever 1/100th of a percent upgrade every time that you got an upgrade on craftsmanship. But for the last 2 weeks, every time that I've gotten an upgrade on craftsmanship, it was an even 0.1 every time. So it's like, oh, your craftsmanship skill rises plus 0.10% every time. But before 2 weeks ago, before this last patch, it was like if I did craftsmanship and I got a skill up and it said your craftsmanship was rises 0.10%, then after that, the next craftsmanship would rise without fail 0.09%, and the one after that would rise without fail 0.08%, all the way down to 0.01%, and then after that, I would get penalized and lose a smithing skill plus. It would say smithing skill -1 or success rate. Yeah, smithing success rate -1. That's what would happen if I got if I got all the way down to 0.01 and then continued trying to do craftsmanship upgrades, I would get penalized like that every time. It works different now, and then it's really weird and it makes me uncomfortable to talk about, but I just thought I would mention it on the channel here. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I can't really complain because getting a 0.1% upgrade every time I get an upgrade on craftsmanship, it's a 0.1. That's better than a 0.09, like hands down. And the scaling, going down to 0, scaling from 0.1 to 0.01, that is no fun. I don't have any fun doing that. Okay, so been there, done that, not fun. Okay, so I'm really happy about the system as it is right now. So maybe it's just me, but I think there's some event going on or something, like a craftsmanship event, or maybe it's just like the particular quest that I'm doing for the Escudion shield. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just thought it was noteworthy. So like the next craftsmanship upgrade that I'm going to get is either going to be, if it's an HQ, it's going to be a 0.15. If it's an NQ, it would be a 0.1 without fail. And it's been like that for 2 weeks for me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't really know. But yeah, I guess I don't really think that I have enough time in the video to work on the more difficult magi synthesis, and I don't have the ingredients at the moment, so I might have to put something together later for you guys. But yeah, I'm going to be working on this magi set of gear for the week, and then hopefully the next time that you guys tune in to my Final Fantasy stream, you'll see some augments on some of this really cool signed gear, and I'm hoping to bring that guy to you guys maybe within a week. I am kind of limited though because I can only do one augment on one piece of gear per day, per Earth day, and so that's just the way the game works. So it's going to take a week at least to just get the whole set done anyway. So we'll see. Tune in next week and we'll do some more Final Fantasy. I'll show you where I'm at with the augments, and then maybe show you some content that I've been able to complete with the augmented gear. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching Pwn TV, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.